Hey, it's Gimme. How's it going, guys? We are back on the server today. If you guys didn't know, we do have the fall drop update coming out very shortly. And some crafting recipes are gonna change. There's gonna be some crafting items you're gonna want to collect beforehand. That way you don't
Watching
miss out.
anime but will be lurking cutie.
Hey, it's a John Cena. Thanks for stopping by.
What's
Yeah,
up?
what you watching? Hey, it's a Thomas. Good to see you, homie. So, the new fall update that's coming out for Minecraft is based around copper. But there are some other things we're gonna need besides just copper. Uh, we're probably we're gonna need pumpkins, carved pumpkins. Now,
Solo leveling.
aha, I'm not familiar with that one. But if we can set up some carved pumpkins and some copper blocks,
How do you like Borderlands 4?
when the update comes out, we'll be able to we'll have illegal block combinations because they're not going to just turn into golems, right? So I want to set up a few of those. And then also the new shelves that are coming out. We're going to need lots of stripped logs to craft those. But we've got the tree farm over there, so that's pretty well handled. But can you believe I don't have a pumpkin farm? Borderlands 4 is pretty awesome. We finally completed the main story, and we're on to some other uh, Master Vault Hunter or something. Ultimate Vault Hunter, that's what we're doing. Wait, I lost my axe somewhere. Son of a...
I've been playing Fortnite a lot.
Okay, I don't feel like going and digging for an axe or going and... That's gonna take too much time. Let's just replace our axe that we lost somehow. Fortnite is a lot of fun. You know, if I wanted to play some more Fortnite last Saturday, but I was just so dang tired because I had worked like so many hours in a row, and then like I had to go back to work. In fact, yesterday I was late for work because apparently I can't just like lay down and sleep for 4 hours and then get up and be, 100%.
I
Why
got
can't
Casey Jones from Ninja Turtles.
why can't I find what I'm looking for here? Okay, here we go. Hey, now that sounds like a quality skin. I saw that, the Ninja Turtle stuff. I've got Donatello. Donatello is my favorite Ninja Turtle because he was the one into the science and stuff.
Hi.
Grab a sharpness 5. Why, hello, it's Moded. How
Hey,
you
it's Moat
doing today?
Gaming, and welcome to the live stream. Smiling face with sunglasses.
Do we want Fortune or do we want Silk Touch on our axe? I think we'll go with Silk Touch. Definitely want efficiency. I don't think we can put fire aspect or looting on there.
Hi. I get this whole week off.
Hey, it's a Michelle. How you doing? Um, had to wipe all of my managing moderators. Apparently something was going wrong, and a chat was getting disabled on my live streams. So, yeah. But, no, you can have that back. You got the whole week off. Why is that? Is there a, is there a, holiday I forgot about?
It's fall break.
Oh,
Thank you,
it's fall
smiling
already.
face with
Okay.
smiling eyes.
Okay, we'll want the X, the that in my hand. Okay, we're gonna need some food maybe. Might need an end chest. Let me check. I need a shulker box. I should have just an empty shulker box somewhere. I need to make a shulker farm. Does anybody out there remember how to make a shulker farm? I know you gotta have the shulkers like shoot each other to multiply, but then how do you keep them from teleporting out of the farm like into the grinder? Like how do you separate?
My birthday is in 6 days. Grinning face with big eyes.
Hey, happy birthday. Oh, I got this salad. This salad is like some of the best food in the game. Takes a bunch of wooden bowls though. Only downside. Whoa, I got a music disc. Okay, so let's grab a couple of logs. I don't have a freaking. There's no crafting table over here. That's weird. I need to make a chest. Why no chest? Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, there was actually a crafting table right behind me. But that's okay. Let's make our shulker box. Put down our shulker box. And then don't need those planks. What we want to do is strip all of these logs. So right now there's no recipes that actually require stripped logs. But when the update comes out, we're gonna need stripped logs to make the new shelves. And it takes 6 logs to make one shelf. Ah, crap. That's probably how I lost my damn axe, just randomly throwing it on the ground, hitting the wrong button. We can clear that weather out. Wait, we gotta put that shulker box away. there's no logs in here, so we'll grab the stripped logs we need, and then we'll put some logs in the chest for the next person that comes by. But yeah, I knew this automatic tree farm would come in handy eventually.
I
So
think I'm 3 updates behind lol.
this is this is gonna be the easiest resource to gather. Actually, we should start on the pumpkin farm, am I right? Because we're gonna want the pumpkins to be cooking while we're doing this.
Hit the like button to show your support. Red heart smiling face with hearts.
So to make one of these copper golems, you need to put I think it's a carved pumpkin on top of an iron block. But when
Takaman likes tacos.
the thing is Minecraft works on updates. So if you put a block down, nothing's gonna happen to it until you change something. So if we put down some of these, you gonna cause me any problems, buddy? We can put down some of these, the update will come out, and then if you try to place them like that again, they'll just automatically turn into golems. But we can get ourselves some neat little illegal block combinations if we act now before the update. And I think that'll look really cool. Just to have his, some decoration somewhere. See, this is why I need like a trophy room or something. Where I can collect little bugs, glitches, unique items, illegal items. Uh, but I did lose internet one day, and I tried out I think it was a snapshot or a preview of the copper tools, and I gotta say, it's pretty awesome. Like, starting a new playthrough, and then, going from the wood tools to copper tools was like so easy. Because the copper is so abundant, it was just really nice having those copper tools. They made a really big difference early game. Not sure exactly. Well, I guess if we get 6 stacks of stripped logs, then we could make a single stack of shelves when they come out, right? But I really feel like we should be working on something else here. Yeah, I want to get this done quick. Should be pretty easy. I got a spot picked out right over here. Is that lava that I hear? Or water? It is water. Is that a... Oh, that's part of this little waterfall right here. Wait. It's not supposed to be a waterfall right there. Oh, that's from the dripstone farm. Okay, you have to have the water above the dripstone in order to get them to grow. Alright, so our pumpkin farm, I'm gonna try and squeeze it in right here. And unfortunately, I think we have to carve all these pumpkins by hand. I don't think you can use a crafter, because I think you have to use shears in order to get a carved pumpkin. Did I just mess up a bunch of redstone? Yep. Okay, maybe not. Alright, I gotta be careful about that under there. Okay, cool. I wanted to have the end of the farm kind of peeking out of the side here. I think that's gonna look cool. And yeah, this is one of the easiest farms to make, so shouldn't take very long at all. Yeah, I like how that's looking. All right, oh, shit. Make sure I keep that water in there. Okay, kind of seeing what I used on everything else. Yeah, pretty simple stuff. I don't think the lava there is going to give us any problems. Okay, how do I want to do this? What I need is... Yeah, like that. I think we could use a log
Hey.
there, though. Hey, hey, it's Icy. How you doing, homie?
MB, I haven't been on the streams. School's stressful as. Dude.
Yeah, I can understand that. I haven't been streaming as much as I normally do because work's been really crazy and yeah, so I get it. Ooh, do I need to bring it to the wall or can I just... Do I need to put it here? Probably. Yeah, I'm just surprised I don't have a pumpkin farm. Like,
I've
out of
also been
all the
playing Modded
farms,
Java
like,
instead of Bedrock, so.
what's going on? Yeah, I guess it depends on what kind of hardware you're playing on. If you're just a console player like me, then Bedrock's definitely the easiest way to
Java's
go.
10x better at spooled VPN
But
consoles.
I mean, it also takes a lot more effort to play Minecraft on Java Edition, especially if you want to use add-ons and all of that kind of stuff. Now you got to start doing file transfers and you have to know where things are at. Yeah, it's
Not
I mean,
really.
it's not it's good for some people, I would say that. But if you just like to click on stuff and have it work,
Lol, it's
then
truly not that hard, WoW.
Bedrock's like way easier. 'Cause, you know, there's no like mod manager, there's no launcher, there's no, I mean,
Launchers like Molten do everything for you.
you literally just like
Cool.
click on the add-on you want and you're going. Yeah, I mean, Bedrock is definitely way more simple than Java.
Yeg.
You can't really argue that. Okay. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter to me what platform you play on. In fact, Java and Bedrock should be able to play together. Like, all these servers should be, like, set up for both, but they're not. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why there's no realms on, why people on Java can't join my realm.
I
That's
like to
kind of weird,
plow
huh?
out the glider and grapple hook on PC.
Yeah, if you're into the modded stuff, then Java does have a bit more freedom, but when it comes to simplicity, Bedrock definitely has it because it's just like literally plug and play, click and go. Wait, where did I mess up? Okay, here we go. I have to replace all this redstone again.
THSTS third-party services, realms are Bedrock only. GRG.
But I've had plenty of friends that run servers that run both Java and Bedrock. And for the life of me, I don't know why they keep the two ecosystems so separate. And I don't know, people that play Java don't won't buy stuff on the marketplace. I think that's really what it is. They can't get them with those microtransactions, so they're like, it's not worth it. Hmm. This is such an easy farm to make, but I'm having trouble visualizing the interior space here. So it's gonna be a piston, not a sticky piston. Why did I get stickies? A regular piston next to an observer, and it's just that easy. So it's that. I guess they gotta be the other way. Okay, so we have our line of observers and pistons. Then we have our line of where our pumpkins grow. Then we need the collection line, which drags them all. But we need a spot for the redstone. Can I figure out how to do
I
it with
can't play
just
Java.
observers? Yeah, like I was saying, it's not for everybody, but the people that play Java tend to be the more hardcore technical Minecraft players. Like, I don't have anything that can run Java. Like, I don't, unless, like, I mean, can I get it on my phone, maybe? I don't know. I haven't looked into it. Yeah, I don't have a PC or anything. Okay, I thought it was gonna be cool to have a little window here, but I think we're gonna have to change that. Yeah, I think we might need to bring it out like this.
Hit the like button to show your support. Red heart smiling face with hearts.
What is that, my chicken farm? Oh, jeez. Yeah, a yummy chicken. Alright, yeah, I use fire charges so they cook up.
Tacaman likes tacos.
Okay, maybe... And then, yeah, we'll probably want a window in the front. Hmm. How did I do this? I remember I had a design where it was like all the redstone was underneath. Does the observer have to observe the actual plant? I think it can just observe the block underneath. But you know what? Let's just do it the easy way, the old-fashioned way. Doesn't matter if it's big and bulky. I do want to kind of stagger where the pistons are. I don't know if that's gonna help collection or not. Whoa, lava. What's this lava doing down here? We're gonna need water for these pumpkins as well. What is this? This is the lava farm. This is where there's dripstone down there collecting lava in cauldrons. Okay, yeah, the pumpkins are gonna need water, and I'm a little bit worried about that. And typically I would put the water right here underneath all of this. Is that right? Yeah. Hey, I think that's gonna work. Actually, I think the water for just the collection system is enough. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we'll just double down. Make sure we got enough water here. And we're also gonna have to get back here. Don't worry, it's all gonna start coming together soon, you'll see. I wanna make sure we don't mess up any of the other farms. We're also gonna need some lights. I should have put the damn observers in first. How am I gonna be able to put them on the side? Yeah, okay. You know what? I think we're gonna put a ceiling in here. Should we? No, I think I like the taller ceiling, now that I think about it. Grab some glowstone and we'll just make sure we got enough light to keep mobs from spawning in here. Sheesh, it looks like we need some... I think I took out some lights up here somewhere. I think we're supposed to have light... I think we're supposed to have lanterns on this walkway here. Alright, let's just see if we can get this thing working. So next, where are my hose at? Where are my hose? We're gonna use the diamond hoe. Okay, that's got me worried if that's not triggering any of the... Okay, I guess that's not something that triggers these guys. Yeah. It's a working. So how this works is when the pumpkin grows up, it has to go on one spot or the other. So yeah, the spots in between the plants are where the pumpkins grow. And now it's going off just because the pumpkin plants are growing. I think we need one more guy here. Yeah, let's bring it all the way in. Okay, so now the fun part is the collection system. Probably put some... Hey, we got some copper in here. Not gonna destroy this place to get copper. We're gonna go looking for copper here in a minute. once we get our pumpkin farm making pumpkins. Let's grab a slab for the ceilings. Something dark like. I like the polished deep slate. Yeah, the collection system's always the funnest part of these builds. I like making the item elevators and watching the items go up and down. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing we did on the other side. Dope. Didn't mean to put those back in. There we go. Okay, so now we got this nice little pumpkin farm kind of tucked into the cliffside. And man, I think it looks cool. I'm digging it. So yeah, the last thing left is where are all our pumpkins gonna go? And of course, you know me, we're gonna do an item elevator. I might even shoot the items up in the air and then have them land in a hopper or something, like make a show out of it. But that's about what it's gonna look like completed, except we'll have the chests and everything. Okay, and we want to put some ice down because that makes the items go faster. And it doesn't melt, which is perfect for our applications here. Now, water only goes 8 blocks, so we're gonna have to do something to get the water all the way down to the end. And we've got a couple of choices here. Because we're using ice, we could just put down like something to block the water and then put another water stream, and the item should go slowly enough from stream to stream. Or we could drop it down right there, and then it'll keep going another 7 blocks, and then we can drop it down again. Because it really doesn't matter how close the water is to the pumpkins. Okay, no wait, I want to replace this block with ice. Okay, I'm glad I didn't do that yet. Okay, we gotta do this quick so we don't mess anything up. There we go. But see how after 7 blocks you can drop it down 1 and then it'll go another 8 blocks. And then from here, if we wanted to, we could extend it some more. But I I feel like if we just put two hoppers there, that would be like way easier, right? Except now I want to. Okay, that's cool that that's all like one water stream. I don't know. I kind of want to make it look better down here. That's all good. Oh, okay. I thought this was an outside wall, but it's not. So we can wrap around these stone bricks, and that'll look a lot better. There we go. And then hopper time. Okay, now one bucket of water should get the whole thing working. Can't tell. Is that all? Yeah, it's right there. Let's throw some pumpkins in here just to see what happens. Perfect. All right. Can literally seal that off and just let it go. In fact, let's grow our pumpkins really quick. I'm gonna go ahead and game rule random tick speed. We're gonna put that up to like 150. Look at it go, look at it go. Yeah, it's all the plants are growing really fast. That's why the pistons are going off. Soon we should get a pumpkin in here. Should we use a different block for where the pumpkins grow? Look at it go. That's so awesome. It's working. And we're not getting a bunch of them stuck. I mean, there's a couple getting stuck, but most of them go in. Alright, let's slow it back down before we break something. That's cool. Oh, I could do the collections here. That would be super easy, right? If we just... We'll put a couple of double, double chests right here. I mean, how many double chests of pumpkins do we need? Oh, we're still gonna need an item elevator or something, because my hopper is down here. And that would only be like the bottom two chests. Hold on, I'm thinking of something really cool. How can I pull this off? Uh, Okay, let's go down here. Hopper up all of these guys. Okay, so now we just need to get the pumpkins from that hopper into this top hopper right here. Maybe we should just do 3. It would be easier to hide the hoppers in the back there. Should work if I do it like that. We'll have them pop out of the ground right here and then go along a water stream across the front into the... I think I can make that work. We'll have to start with one of my patented dropper circuits. Alright, and then we just need a bit of room here. Alright. Did I break something? No, we're good. Alright, so we got the comparator to detect the items in the dropper. Then we take that signal back around to that same comparator. Now it's in a loop. Now we need to take that loop, connect it to our dropper. Oh yeah, we filled it up already. Yeah, we don't need that there. I need a piece of soul sand. So I'm gonna put a piece of soul sand here and then some water on top of it. And that's gonna make a bubble stream that shoots the items straight up. And then when they land, they're gonna be in a water stream that takes them over to those hoppers there. Damn it. Pretty certain that should work. I need a pumpkin to come by and test out. It works, alright. Kinda feel like I want a different block right here though along the pathway. something fancy like a sea lantern, maybe? Can you open a chest with a trapdoor on it? Yes, okay, I thought so. Oh, we gotta hurry up. We're getting pumpkins already. We're just about done. We just need to make a water stream that goes like that. Correct. Alright, let's just tick speed it, see what happens. Alright, we got plenty of pumpkins coming in. Whoa, whoa, it's yeeting them really high. That's higher than it was in testing, but alright. That is a cool pumpkin farm. I like seeing the items jumping up in the air. I like seeing them travel along the water flow. We got them all filling up. Kind of feel like I need to finish out this area though a little bit. Maybe I should put some grass here in front of it. Yeah, make like a little park area. There it is. I like putting glowstone in the little nooks of the stairways. I think that's better. Don't know if I can do it on this side, because I think it's gonna... You're gonna be able to see it. Yeah, that doesn't look good. That's why I didn't do it on that side. All right, let's let's get the tick speed back down before we break the game. Okay, so yeah, we just gotta wait for the pumpkins to roll in. We should probably have a little like station for carving pumpkins. Actually, we can stack up all our pumpkins in here and carve them out, right? Because we've got this thing that stacks up blocks for us. I use it to make concrete, but I mean, we can literally put whatever blocks we need in here and it'll make a giant stack out of them. In fact, let's try this out. I need some lights in here to keep these mobs away. I thought I had this place all lit up well enough. Okay, well these lights up here are supposed to keep them from spawning on top of the blocks when this place is full. I don't know if wood was a good idea for the floor. Alright, so let's grab some pumpkins that aren't carved. And then if we stand in the right spot here... Okay, no. They get crushed by the piston. Well, that was worth a try. But still, we can just stack them up normally. Get our shears. Shears? And make all our jack-o'-lanterns, and then, yeah. I'm pretty happy with that. That's one of the better pumpkin farms that I made. I really like the display of it, how it collects all the pumpkins. It's like not very intrusive. It's off to the side, blends in with the landscape. It's got little windows so you can look inside and see how it works. We do have a bit of ice in here, but you know what? Let's just put some basalt down. That looks fine. Lava farm's still working. Oh yeah. A dripstone farm. This dripstone farm was super easy. Like, you saw the inside of it. It's literally just that row of observers with some redstone on top of the pistons. It's, yeah, super easy. And when these things grow, the observer sees it, breaks it off. And then dripstone will actually grow from the bottom as well. So in order to keep the dripstones from growing on the hoppers, I had to put a line of string underneath. Because dripstone will grow and then block the hoppers, and then you're not collecting anything. But yeah, another one of my favorite designs. It's actually very similar to this one. Instead of on top, the observer is just next to it. But I'm thinking we've got fancy dirt blocks now. Maybe I should use like some rooted dirt in there, some like muddy mangrove roots, something that's gonna look cool. Uh, Hopefully that didn't break anything. And I'm missing one plant right here. How did I not notice that? Okay, but you can see like where all of these pumpkins have grown. It's now just bare dirt. And if we're doing dirt, maybe we should try some of our fancy dirt. Pretty sure pumpkins will grow on muddy mangrove roots. Yeah, that adds a bit more character to the... Instead of just seeing that raw dirt in there, it's got a little bit of character to it. Okay, so we've got this little area in front of the build. Let's just start by putting some grass and see how we like that. Yeah, this is gonna be easy. Kind of feel like I should do something similar up here. You know, we got this whole lush area and it's just gravel and stone up here. Oh, you know what I could use? The moss blocks. So for very quick and cheap landscaping, these moss blocks are the deal. Look at this. They'll spread to pretty much any block you have that you haven't placed. Well, I want to go to that gravel. Anyways, good enough. Yeah, that feels more like the pond area down there. Oh, I thought there was a sign over here. Yeah, we still haven't finished all of our walkways and stuff. Like, we still have quite a bit to do in this base area. Hey, look, a giant peepee. It's Mooted's peepee, alright. We got a poop emoji. It's Mooted's poop emoji. Okay, so should I put like a tree here or oh, maybe a mushroom? Got an idea. Oh, we got some weird shaped cactuses we haven't used anywhere either. Oh, these firefly bushes are pretty awesome. We'll just kind of throw a couple of these in here just for the effect, alright. Where are the mushroom blocks? Why don't I see them? Well, I'm also gonna need the mushrooms. Where are those? Here we go. Yeah, get some mushroom stem. So what we can do here is extend the mushroom and then grow it up here. And then all we have to do is break that out, put a mushroom stem. Now we have this really cool custom mushroom. Yeah, that worked out. Don't know what else to put in here. Throw around a little bone meal, see what happens. Yeah, not bad. Take out any too high grass, that way you can see what's going on. Well, yeah, let's keep the area right next to the walkway clear so it doesn't look like we need to mow our lawn. Grab a couple lanterns, put those around. That one little piece of stone there just looked out of place. Let's take that out. Oh, well, the firefly bushes gave us this neat little firefly particle effect. That's pretty cool. I think there was some kind of farm I was gonna build right here, and I just don't remember what it was. This would be a good spot too, because like we could shave this down right to the wall. Actually, I think there's redstone back here, yeah? Yeah. Oh, we could totally. Yeah, there we go. I'm sure there's some kind of farm that I need that I should really put in here. I mean, after all, we didn't have a pumpkin farm. I literally just built our first pumpkin farm. It's one of those things that you just kind of build the farms as you need them, and up until now, I haven't really needed pumpkins. And this farm here actually takes care of a majority of, like, any flowers I need, or even sweet berries. I can even put, crops in this thing. I can grow wheat here if I wanted to. And it's like, yeah, all you do is stand here and collect it. I mean, pretty effective. 17 flowers in just like a few minutes. And this is the cactus farm, I believe. Let's get this too high grass out of here. Oh, is there water in there? Yeah, there is water in there. Okay. Forgot how my cactus farm works. It's, well, the collections at least. We're missing a chest as well. Interesting. Okay, so the cactus comes up here, and then it'll come down here if we have any room in the smelter. And that's where it turns it into green dye. So we have a constant supply of green dye, but then the overflow, since that's full, it goes over and gets collected by these chests. And I don't have an overflow for that. So once those chests are full, I guess they all sit there on that hopper, which is really bad. So we'll probably want some kind of a disposal on there. This one looks good. I really like these two high flower farms. It's so cheap to make, and you get so much dye out of these guys. Sounds like it's out of bone meal. Yeah, people will sit here and people will flip these on and walk away. And yeah, we need to go collect bone meal. Well, we haven't been to the Skelly farm in a long time. A lot of weird stuff ends up in my cocoa bean farm. Let's clean that out. Okay, the Skelly farm is down here. Go by the slime farm here. That's nice and full. Where's all this water coming from? Oh, jeez. Yeah, I believe that's a squid farm. Oh, wait, this is the zombie farm. Yeah, that's a zombie spawner. Don't know if the Trident killer's still working. Alright, nothing interesting. So to get to this, I remember now, it's a skeleton and a spider spawner that we found. And we got a nice little minecart trek taking us down here. Hmm. Hey, the paintings haven't disappeared. There's a glitch where the paintings just kind of disappear all over your world. And look at the copper blocks starting to oxidize. That's pretty cool. So we have a double skeleton spawner right here, and then there's also a spider spawner right there. Okay, are we gonna need... Oh, look at all the bones we got in here. There's a bunch of white dye because I made that instead of bone meal. Everyone would be in this area over here for the spawners to activate. I mean, technically, you just have to be within 16 blocks of the spawner. And I thought it was really smart how I separated them into different actually different farms. So I don't have to get the spiders if I just want to get these guys. Hey, the Trident Killer is working still. I'm surprised. Oh yeah, I forgot. They go up this elevator, then you can actually watch the zombies go across into the grinder. Are there more coming? One. We got one guy. I think sometimes we get a traffic jam and we get like one guy stuck in there, and then we end up getting like 6 at once. Hey, there we go. Hey, now it's working. Look at them streaming in there. Yeah, that's so cool. Man, I make good farms. Sure, I could make it like super efficient where we get the most amount of items per hour and it moves the fastest, but there's something to be said about fancy farms that, you know, put on a little show for you. Like, sure, all of this could happen behind the scenes, but I chose to put it like right here in the lobby so you could watch it happen. Yeah, designing farms to put on a little show. That's kind of my new thing. I don't want to just build a farm. I want it to do something to like to show off. I want to see him go up from this side, but I think I have to be a little closer. Yeah, look at that. That's so cool. And the fact that Trident Killer is actually working, I expected that thing to stop a long time ago. Holy cow, we got a ton of bows. Alright, let's just, you know, I might actually have a shulker box full of bones, now that I think about it. Do I have a bone box? I do, holy shit. Dripstone. Get that out of there, alright. I think that's enough to go refill the, don't want to just leave these guys in there. Alright. And the spider farm works, you know, the same way. All the trapdoors on the around the outside is to keep the spiders from climbing up the walls and getting stuck in there. And it just pushes them over here. I don't know if there's a Trident Killer though. I think this one you have to do it manually. But they all get kind of stuck in the corner, so it works out. Okay, so the next update is all about the copper. And we need to figure out where the best place to mine copper is going to be. I'm pretty sure it's up high in the mountains. You know, diamonds, you go down low, copper and iron, I think, is up high. So I think we might find a mountain to fly to and do a bit of branch mining to see what we can come up with. And the reason we want all this copper, well, first off, we're gonna want to make some copper trapdoors. If you think you might want some copper trapdoors in the future, make them now because they're gonna cost more. The recipe is changing and it's gonna cost 6 ingots instead of 4. So now would be a good time to craft up some iron trap or copper trapdoors if we want those. But also I just want to make some copper golem statues before they actually turn into copper golems, yeah? I lost my bow. Crap. Alright, it's fine. We're not gonna need any long range weaponry. Let's grab our fortune and don't think we're gonna need, well, we might need a shovel for the dirt. We'll need rockets to get around. Okay, I got a compass for the raid farm and for spawn. I kind of want to make one for the gold farm as well. In fact, that seems like a good place to go ahead and search for some copper. And if I remember, I think it's over this way. Whoa, it's been a minute since I went flying anywhere in Minecraft. I love these elytras. So also there was a Minecraft leak, and they think the next item being added to the game is spears. Now spears are in Minecraft dungeons, so it seems logical. And you might be thinking, well, we already have the trident. Like, why would they add a spear? But, you know, tridents are pretty tricky to come by. Like, that's a pretty, like, getting a fully loaded trident is kind of an end goal. You know, that's end game kind of stuff. But if you could have something a little less powerful, but you can craft a lot easier, might be pretty good. Like the copper version of the trident, or the wood version of the trident. And yeah, I could see it. Something that's craftable. See, the trident isn't craftable. So I definitely see how a spear might actually work. All right, we're at the gold farm. And there's a lodestone right there. Perfect. All right, so apparently we can make compasses that go here pretty easily. In fact, I probably have one stashed somewhere. I just saw a creeper drop out of my farm. Whoa. Are you guys seeing the glass? The glass is doing like this weird RGB stuff. What is that? Well, while we're here, let's test it out and see if this thing even works. Did that guy just break my armor? Shit. No, that's just the noise my armor makes, okay. Look at all the zombies freaking coming over here, shit. And the gold farm is still working. After all these updates. There's a creeper in there, we need to be careful. Is it working? It's working. See, is it working on the little ones? I know sometimes these don't work on the babies and it fills up with babies. Nope, it's working on the babies too, alright. So where's all the items go? Interesting. So there should be all kinds of items. Oh wait, there's no piggies. Where are all the piggies at? Definitely isn't working as fast as it used to. This thing used to blast out the freaking pigs. They're dying. We should have seen at least one nugget or something come through this thing. Okay, so the gold farm is slightly broken. It's not collecting anything. And it's working pretty slow. Okay, well there they come, there they come. Maybe I was just too close or not in the right spot. They seem to be dropping now. Look at all of them. But still, we don't have any items, which is weird. Alright. This is not why we came here, so I think we're just gonna... We'll come back and fix this later. Get all that XP. Alright, so for copper, we want to be... I don't know the exact Y level, but I just noticed this over here, and I feel like this is going to be our best bet for finding some copper. What we're going to want to do is put on our mining helmet. And now we can actually see where we're going. Yeah, the mining helmet, definitely one of the better add-ons. I mean, we found iron, we found coal. I'm surprised there's not any copper. Let me see if I can figure out what Y level is best for copper. Let me see what the community consensus is. There's not going to be a definite black and white answer because it's a range, it's like a gradient. But let's see where everybody else has been having success. It's saying like Y48, which was not what I was expecting. That is not what I was expecting. Well, you know what? Let's go back home.
Meow.
Let's go to our designated mining area. Holy crap. That really just happened. Crap. Hey, it's a Nini. How you doing? Thanks for joining us. Oh yeah, I forgot they made it so much easier to just jump and use your elytra. No more getting stuck in holes. Alright, so we're gonna take this water down to 48. And then I think we'll start digging there. Oh no, I'm gonna drown. I'm gonna drown. Why is that block not breaking? Come on. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up. Okay. Well, that's not what I was expecting. So 48 is literally the ceiling of this cave right here. And this is supposedly the best Y level for finding copper. Well, dang. Guess we're gonna have to find a new spot. So this salad here is from one of the add-ons where they added new crops, and this salad gives you like hella saturation. So eating a bunch of them actually helps your regeneration. Is this just a creeper explosion or did we get griefed? I guess we should take the Mario pipe up to the Pale Farm. The Creaking Farm. The Resin Farm. That's what we make here, resin. Wow, we've definitely made enough resin. Uh, well, so I made this switch to slow down time so that night would last a lot longer so you could get more out of the farm. And it looks like somebody just came up here and turned it on and then left. So this whole time, days and nights have been taking a lot longer. Well, no, because if nobody came up here to load this command block, then it wouldn't be working. I forget how this farm even works. I know it has to be nighttime. This thing only works at nighttime, and that's why you use the slow time here. Wow, you can hear all the creakings, like... Okay, if we turn around, they should all try to, like, run towards us. And that's how you're supposed to get these guys up there. They're supposed to be... they can't see me, though. Maybe I need to do it more like this. Yeah. Okay, if I turn around, this guy should be able to see me, right? And they should run after me. I probably need to put some trap doors right there, or else he won't walk off. So grab some any old trap doors, and if we put those on here, I think now he'll see that as a solid block. Oh, he almost did it. No, he doesn't. He just doesn't want to walk off the edge there. Okay, yeah, damaging these guys does something to the hearts that they drop the resin, right? Yeah, see the resin coming out of the hearts. How did that guy get in there? That guy wasn't supposed to... Yeah, let's just get rid of those guys. Oh yeah, I put these like fog emitters up here and it makes it look like it's in a cloud. But I don't think they're working. And to get back down, we just use the Mario pipe here. Like once you jump up, it's gonna suck you in. And then it drops you down on the other side. Just like a Mario warp pipe. And that's the farm way up in the air there. Alright, so we gotta find another spot to do a bit of mining. Whoa, whoa. That's one way down, I guess. Just a ravine full of water? Yeah, I guess so. You know, water is going to make things a bit difficult. Let's see if we can find somewhere a bit drier. I was hoping to find like a natural depression or a ravine that kind of goes down to the Y level we're looking for, but it's a lot of water in this area. Yeah, I like this cool area. This was one of the first places I was gonna make my base. This was a very good candidate. All right, it'll get us down to 64. Is that redstone over there? Or is that nope, that's copper. Okay. All right, we found our first bit of copper. Let's see if I can yeet myself in there. Yep. Oh, all right. And this is Y71. The water's down there at Y64. We need to go down just a bit farther than that. So I think we're gonna dig a hole. Don't want to feel like I'm banging my head. Okay,
B.
here we go.
BB.
On our way down. Not gonna have to go that far down. We're at 56. We just have to go down to 48.
JJJ.
Hey, what's up? It's my homie Buck. How you doing, homie?
Hello.
And yeah, you may have noticed all of my managing moderators got wiped due to some technical issues, but don't worry, I'll get you all back. Okay, 53. Okay, yeah, we've got good clearance. I hate when I make these stairways too short, and then when you're trying to go up and down, you feel like you're whacking your head on the ceiling. I mean, it doesn't take much effort to just give yourself that one extra block of headroom, you know? Now we can take all this cobblestone and make some stairs out of it and give ourselves an easy way back up. Oh, I went down too far. We're at 43. I wasn't paying attention. I'm used to mining for diamonds where we have to go way down. Okay, here we are. They're saying most people have the most success digging for copper at this Y level. Let's make ourselves a little room here. Maybe put down a crafting table.
I need a lot of headroom.
Yeah, Mrs. Gimme knows all about headroom. Alright, gonna need a shulker box. Gonna need some wood. Okay, oh crap, I accidentally turned my wood into some useless block.
Oh,
Oak tiled planks. Crap. Okay, just make me a crafting table. Thank you. No, don't put the dirt in there. Why is there amethyst in here? I swear I just be putting stuff in random boxes sometimes. Okay, so we'll just start by going straight. Do I have torches? And we found some copper already. Oh, this is where all my tools are at. Okay. I didn't even need to make a frickin'... Here, we can put my mace in here. There we go. No torches, huh? Pottery shards, decorative pots, no. Obsidian, prismarine, potions, bones. It's the stone box, concrete, quartz. Pale oak. Why do I have a box full of pale oak? That's my food. Sea lanterns. Maybe there's... Nope, it's all sea lanterns. Well, crap. Alright. So I guess we're, cooking some wood. Thought I had a charcoal box, maybe? Something with fuel? I swear I usually keep a box with coal and charcoal and blaze rods and lava buckets, just stuff you can power a furnace with, but guess not this time. Well, you know what? Can I burn these freaking stupid things? Apparently not. Okay, so do we torch... I forget how to do this. Is it logs as fuel or... No, we cook log. We can use planks, but the logs burn more. Holy crap. Where'd that guy come from? We're also gonna need some sticks. don't think we need a whole stack of sticks. So what we're gonna use, I think it's 4. You can make 4 torches out of like 1 piece of charcoal. So we only actually need like 16 to make an entire stack. And we're just about there. Someone has invited me to play Roblox. Why would they do that? Oh god, that's scary. What's going on? Oh, it's one of those freaking... Hold on, let me get rid of this guy. It's a wandering trader with its texture glitched out. Alright, what else do we need before we go down here in the mines? We got torches, so we'll be able to find our way out. I think perhaps we should make a shulker box. Or maybe trash? Yeah. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna be right back. Yeah, we're gonna need a shulker box to fill up with copper. And then we also need... I mean, either we gotta find a way to dump all these blocks, or we gotta find a way to store all these blocks. Sounds like a thunderstorm up there. Alright, and we got a box to put all of our copper in. Yeah, I don't think we need to keep any cobble, but we don't have... Seriously. Normally I have something with like a bucket of lava, and... 'cause a bucket of lava right now would be extremely handy. What the hell is in this box? Ah, potion ingredients, okay. Am I missing one? No, that's where the hammer was, right? Yeah. Alright, so our first bit of copper here, no, our second bit of copper. Our first bit of copper at this Y level. And then how about that? Some coal. We'll need that to smelt everything up. Yeah, I need to make a box for coal. There we go. And we're just gonna throw the stuff we don't want on the ground. I should probably keep this amethyst. And I forgot this keeps making wooden bowls. Give myself haste 3, just so we're not taking too long here. Yeah, see, now we can just cut right through this stuff.
Hi, waving hand.
Hey, it's a creeper. How you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful afternoon. Thanks for joining us here in the Gimme Gang.
Hey, it's Creeper, and welcome to the live stream. Smiling face with sunglasses.
Now, we've got the mining helmet on, so it's not going to ever go dark. We just have to pay attention and make sure we're putting torches down. And by putting torches on the same wall, we'll know exactly which way is in, which way is out. Let's move the torches over here. That'll make things a lot easier. Hey, that was some iron. Hey, we found some copper. So in the fall drop that's coming out, the next update, they're gonna make copper golems. But if we go ahead and set up some copper blocks with carved pumpkins on them, they won't actually turn into copper golems because they would need a block update. So we can put some pumpkins down with some copper blocks, and when the update comes out, we'll have like an illegal block combination that'll never turn into a golem. And I kind of want to have a few of those around just as, decoration. Because after the update, if you ever put a pumpkin on top of a copper block, it's just going to turn into a copper golem. But if we set it up and then just never place a block next to it or anything like that, nothing to update it, it'll just stay that way. Man, okay, Y48. That's the copper level, guys. Like, look how well we're doing already. Look, there's even more. Holy shnikes. Yeah, see, I thought copper and iron spawned a lot higher. I thought the sweet spot was gonna be, you know, 114 or something like that. Am I not picking up copper? Oh no, we're full up already. Let's get the copper box down. That took a lot less time than I thought, man, to get a whole box of copper, that's gonna take a while.
Still eyes.
But man. Hey, John Cena's still with us. Thanks for hanging out, homie. Yeah, so if you ever need copper, just remember Y48. We frickin' mined all of this in like 10 minutes. And we even got a little bit of iron and coal. Okay, we gotta get ourselves out of this hole. You know, it's a bit unnecessary, but when you leave a lot of voids like this under the ground, it creates places for mobs to spawn. And you might be doing something topside where you're trying to get mobs to spawn, but they're all spawning in this little void space under the ground, and you can't figure out what's going on. Yeah, so just as a little precaution, since we dug out such a massive space, and we don't actually need any of this cobblestone. Ah, see how it gets so much brighter when you get that torch out? The the lighting add-on that we use is very nice. You know, just holding an object in your hand will display the light. So, you know, before you would put a torch in your hand and it wouldn't light up the area around you. It just didn't feel immersive. Another vein of copper. Jeez. Whoa, look how much copper. I mean, this isn't planned or set up. Like, we just came to a random spot and started digging. Yeah, we're gonna be ready for this update when it comes out. Oh man, we're already full. That's fine. Let's take it back to our super smelter. That's gonna be the move. And we just dug in a straight line. We didn't even do like any branch mining. There was no branching off. We just went in a straight line and picked up a whole shulker box of copper. And we're not that far from home. I know we just gotta go this way, I think. I think it's this way. I might be lost though. Nope, here we are. Haven't had many opportunities to bust out the super smelter lately, so I'm kind of excited. Perfect landing. Door opens automatically. Go up here. And all my paintings are gone. Damn it. So supposedly they're fixing this glitch. If you notice, all of the paintings in this place are gone. Okay, let's load up some copper. Load up the minecart while the hopper's still filling. Put that on. Look at all of them light up. Oh, why didn't that one go? Oh, there's my painting. Is this my other painting? Nope, it's the lava burst emitter. How did that get busted? Wait, why is my minecart not going? Oh, that's not good. So what it's doing is when it goes slow, it's adding more to the furnaces that it's traveling slow over than it is. So like this one here is loaded up with like 10, but like the one in the middle here is only got 4. But you know, it's all going to the same place. I don't think it's gonna make too big of a difference. Why is that? Minecart hoppers are supposed to fill like super fast. I don't know why this one's going so slow. Like usually they pick up items like hella fast. Yeah, some things have changed since I designed the smelter here, because it never used to be this slow. Like, look at that. It's like literally stopped. Go. I'm gonna try and help it along here. Oh, this one's to add fuel. This one goes around the back. Let's see if this one still works. Yep, alright, it's coming back. There's all the copper being smelted up. It should be dumping into here, yep. Oh, crap. Meant to turn that off, but put a painting down. Wait, where'd that painting go? I broke it and it disappeared. There we go. Now this thing's like loading up. Oh, because the hopper wasn't full. That's why. It was pulling from the box. Yeah, so now it's pulling from the box, going through the hopper into the minecart. If the hopper is full, then it picks up really fast. But we're waiting for all of these to drain down into the hopper. That's our choke point. Maybe I just need like one more powered rail. Might have to take like one or two furnaces out. That way it's got a shorter distance to go. Yeah, we could just take out this last furnace, put a powered rail right there. Do the same thing on this side, and I think it would be alright. Yeah, fill it up, fill it up. Alright, good enough. Send it out. Still just stacks coming out. Alright. Yeah, it's not distributing exactly evenly, but it's working. Did I just get bit by a mosquito? Why is my arm itching like that? Alright, so we've got our stripped logs to make the new shelves. And the shelves can display 3 items. And they can display 3 banners as well. So you might want to stock up on banners. You might want to stock up on stripped logs. Also, of course, copper. But mainly copper trapdoors. If you want copper trapdoors, craft them now because they're going to be a lot cheaper. Like 33% cheaper to craft them now. After the update, it's going to take 2 extra ingots for each trapdoor. Also, another thing you might want to do, make some lightning rods. Uh, right now, lightning rods don't oxidize, but if you make a bunch of them and lay them out, they will oxidize after the update. So if you want oxidized lightning rods, make a bunch of those. But mainly I'm excited to make... I want to make some of these copper golem statues that will never turn into copper golems, because you won't be able to do that after the update comes out. And people are going to see it and they're going to be like, wait, why doesn't that turn into a golem? And it's because it was built before the update. In fact, down in like my armor room's probably a good place to put them. Or maybe I'll put a couple next to the front door. How much we got left? Alright, we're almost done. And this is a decoration that was supposed to be like, I don't know, right here or something. just said it's disabled. Actually, now that I look at it, all of my particle effects are off. Wait, I think we need to update the realism VFX. Alright, yeah, we're gonna have to do some troubleshooting on the realm here. Let's make some copper blocks. Let's go get some pumpkins. From the brand new pumpkin farm. I just flew through that lava. Oh, it disappeared at the last second. That was clutch. Wait, where did I put this thing? Yikes. It's coming in a little hot there. Alright, not bad. Let's just carve up a couple of these bad guys right now. Down to my last end chest. I need to make sure keep that one with me. I have no shears. What the hell? Alright, crap. Oh, what the hell? I have like... Okay, I'm gonna have to remember that. There's a couple stacks of iron blocks in there. I mean, it seems like a pain in the ass, but the fact that I can just break down and craft anything I want right here is kind of cool. Like, having the shulker boxes, having the crafting table. Oh, damn it. And just being able to set up shop anywhere I need to is kind of handy. And I just broke my last frickin' shulker box. Or my last frickin' end chest. Okay. It's fine. So I'm not using my silk touch. Okay, so let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So after this next update, you will never see these two blocks together. Give him a little buddy right there. Apparently we're missing one on this side. There should be a set of armor right here. You know, that's fine. Let's just pick out. Hey, give me some iron, alright. So yeah, these blocks right here. A copper block with a jack-o'-lantern. Like, after this next update, anytime you put these two together, it's gonna make a copper golem. But as long as we don't place a block next to this, this will stay like this forever. So we'll have like the illegal block combination that can't happen normally. I think it would be kind of cool to, just put a few of them around to maybe confuse people later on after the update comes out. Did I make a spot for copper armor? That's the chain armor right there. This is diamond and nether, right? Yeah, I need to make a spot for copper armor. I think it's gonna go right here next to the leather. Or maybe, no, I should put it over here next to the gold. No, I should move the iron over next to the gold, and then the copper next to the... No, because the chain and the iron are so similar. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Yeah, this will be a fun little Easter egg later on. So yeah, there's just a few things you might want to do before the next update comes out. Hey, this base is kind of cool. I like it. Like the add-ons we've got. I wish the Realism VFX pack was working, cause man. Oh crap, I blasted straight through the wall. Now, see, I know all of these aren't going to survive because eventually something's going to happen. Some kind of block update's going to happen nearby that's going to trigger them and they'll turn into golems, but I figure if I put enough of them down, at least some of them will survive. Wow, I'm about to starve to death. Man, you guys were going to let me just start losing life and nobody was going to say anything. Alright guys, but I think that's gonna do it for tonight. We got a pumpkin farm made, we've got a bunch of copper smelting up. Whoa, I just jumped up into my ceiling. I didn't know this was here. See, my ceiling doesn't look as cool because the VFX pack. Normally there's like some fog up there and it looks like the ceiling just kind of vanishes into a void. I do like the skulk blocks up there though. That looks really nice. And the super smelter stopped. Jesus. As soon as I walked away, right? Okay, looks like we got everything though. Yep. just gonna be waiting for the rest of this to come out of the last couple of furnaces. There's probably one down here with like 20 in it. Yeah, there's a whole stack in these end ones. This is the spot where it went really slow. So yeah, I think we're gonna take out this singular furnace right there so we can put a powered rail right there. And that should make it go a lot faster. Oh wait, I bet, yep. They always, for some reason, we always get them in the top chest. I don't know why. I don't think that's supposed to happen. They're supposed to go down the hoppers all the way to the bottom one. But this has been a common thing lately where you get some of them going to the top chest. Alright, well this is gonna take a while, I think. Well, what do you guys want to do? Does anybody want to play some mini games? We can go check out some of the mini game servers. We haven't done that in a while. We usually do that at the end of our live streams. This is my vault. I think it looks really cool. We got all our stuff stacked up in here. And one of the things I really like about this is like a display case, but it pops open almost like, some controls or like a fingerprint reader or something like that. And we got all the little gauges and dials next to it, so yeah, it really makes it feel like a bank vault, Pretty cool. I guess we're gonna call it a night. Go play some Borderlands or something. But thanks everybody for tuning in, and make sure to hit a like and a subscribe, and as always, I'll see ya when I see ya. Later, taters.